But this is your vintage kitchen kit, and it's quite big, I have to say. So let's start. There's a lot here. Don't want to lose anything. Okay. So this is a corner unit. We give you the free sheet as it is so that you can, you know, double anything or whatever you want to do. But that's a corner unit with shelving, 2 here at the bottom. I think it's 1 there, 1 there and 1 there. Okay. And that 1 sits in the top. So that's your shelving unit for your kitchen. This is a vintage kitchen. Oh, hang on, I'll show you the other bits. I've done one of those trays for your table. A tissue box. A wall unit. Very, very simple wall unit. Like I said, you'll be run back to this video if you're not sure. So that's the back, and it says add sides and shelves first, then to bottom and top. Okay, so we've got the sides, shelf. I'd add the shelves first, then add the sides. That's the top, that's the bottom, and then that sits on top of that, which you can put whatever you want there. So that's your unit. Great. I thought about what would you find in a vintage kitchen. Lots of shelving and things like that. I'm just going to share that with you in a minute. This one is a wall unit. So this is the wall unit. Now, let me have a look. Yes, I've put a picture in it for you, a rough sketch. And what I've done is I've made that one because you can then use that as a unit, say, for the housekeeper, you know, to put bills in and whatnot. But I've given you a copy of it so you can actually build it yourself. I think it's slightly smaller, a little bit smaller. And you could take out of what you don't want. See? So that's your sides and back. So that will be like that and that. Sorry if it's a little bit hard for you to see. So you've got lower shelf, which goes, and use these points to put your shelves on. So I would do your shelf, stick your shelf into your back first, and then you can put them on last. So that's your lower shelf. That's to the top section. Sorry, the top. And you glue that onto there to make a nice finish. That's your base. That's one shelf. That's another shelf. That's a spacer. And that's a spacer, because I've got spacers in that. And that's that unit. So you've got one to go on. Okay. And you can use that maybe in something else. But you could put legs on that and turn that into a desk. And the best thing about these, what you do is, you see, that was the first time I'd done this one. It's a little bit off that, but that's nothing. Just use a little bit of filler around things, you know, if you want to. But you're getting 2 of those. It's quite a big kit, this one. So that's, oh, that's that. Well, I'm going to put them back because I've shown you them. Tall vase, or vase. We call them vases. Some people call them vases. Kitchen table, basic. So you put your sides on, your ends, and then stick those into the corners. And that's your tabletop. French dresser. I'll show you that one in a minute. Another unit. So this is just a cupboard. You know, like a cold cupboard. So again, back, front. And what you do is, if you don't want that with the doors, that's your sides. You don't want to make it so and just put a handle on to make it look like a door. Take that one off. Where's your other side? Yeah, that's your base. You glue that to that. That's your top. That sits on top of the top section like that. Oh, sorry, let me just give you another one of these. Be a slightly different colour, doesn't matter. I thought I put two in. So I am glad I go through them, because it just makes sure you've got everything. You're not missing anything. Okay. So side times 2, which you've got now. Slightly different colour, it doesn't matter. So the base, put that on. Put your sides on. Like that. Put your top on. And then that little bit sits on top of there. And they can sit there like that on the sides. So you've made it making a proper unit. And then you can fit this on, which is the same size. It's slightly bigger than that. So it sits onto the sides like that. And then you've got a door that fits perfect that you can open. And then you can put shelves in if you want. Okay? But put your shelving in before you put that on. And let me just see if I've got any shelving to fit. So I'm not sure if that will fit, will it? Depends how you do your door. Like that. But that you can use to cut your shelving with. So I'll leave that in. So just rub that out. Just use that for shelving. Let me write on it. I wasn't going to put the shelving in, but if you want to open the door, use that section. If you want to use that instead of just the front, you can put your shelving cut to size. Okay. So that's that. The sides, the top section, and the base, and the 2 arms that come out from the top section. So that's all of that. Put that one in the bag. Like I said, this is a big kit, to be honest. This one is the tissue box. So put your little tissue box in, and enough fabric to cover it. Oh, a serving tray. So you've got the ends all with the handle bit cut out. Little serving tray. Let's have a look what this is. 2 crates for the kitchen. Oh, sink and taps. I'll show you that in a minute. Leather chest. Some handmade boxes. Now what I've done with these is I've left, there's one closed for the kitchen, and I've left these open. So you can actually put something in them. Maybe fit them on the desk somewhere. I've given you some materials for making a rug. Not sure what colour or scheme, you might not even want to use it for this one. 2 plant pots, one bigger than the other. You'll be able to see what they're like. You don't need me to show you, I've shown you loads. And that's another tall planter, but you might want to put like a spuds, you know, potatoes in it and things like that. And this is 3 long shelves, and they're all the supports for them. And then you've got that for the top. Now, I've given you a rod in case you need it for anything in the kitchen. I've given you a lot of beads to make. You can paint them. You don't need to keep them as is. They're all different shapes and sizes for your shelving, and you can either add plants to them, like the plant pots, put them on the plinth, or whatever you want to do with it. You get your big sheet that you can make things with, and you can also use them as vessels, you know, for holding stuff in. Add handles to them or whatever you want to do. So there's a nice variety in there, and patterns as well, because Victorians always have fancy stuff. So in this one you've got a leather chest. So what I've done, there's your leather to cover the whole of the chest. And what you do is you're going to have to cut that leather to fit on here, because that's more like wood. So you're going to have to paint that to look like wood. So let's have a look what we've got. Yeah. So we've got the base. You will, where's the sides? Glue the sides on. You might have to turn them around to get them the right way for fitting. They sit on top. Then you've got the back plate, the front plate, which has already got the fastener on, they would, and the top, like that. So they all sit on top of the base. And then you'll just have to put hinges on here, but use your leather straps. So you can put a little bit of a leather strap here and here once you've got this done. Okay, and that come over. And then I don't have any buckles or anything like that, but you might have something. And then you've got, don't need the lid. If you don't want to put that on the top, or just on the top and not on the front, see that? Then I've put that in. I put lid on, but it's not. It's for the front. It's a false front if you don't want it. Sorry. So I'll call it a replacement. It's only if you want the lid like that, but you don't want the front like that. See? How they sit like that. And there's plenty of the leather. I'm just trying to think of things that what would they have in a vintage kitchen. Now, I'm going to share this with you. Yes, I did make it. I've made it for you because I knew it would be, for a first timer, it'd be very hard. But a ringer, it's a bit of tubing. This is a bead on one of the rods. This is the rods cut into two, bigger rod. And the handle's done. It's all glued in. These were legs off something that I've cut to size. And I haven't put them even because you wouldn't have had them even in the old days. They'd be like knackered, wouldn't they? And there you go. You got your little washer. I just thought they were so cute. And that would be in there to help wash your clothes. And then you wring them out. So I've left the gap and I've left it uneven because you can slot something through that. So, you know, like a bit of material you can slot through as though it's being used. Okay? And purposely left like that. So it's not even. I just thought of something different for you. And I thought, why not? Somebody will have fun doing that. So that's that one. This is the sink and taps. Ooh, you've got to be careful with this one. So, I might actually put some of these in the other one as well, the other sink, because I never did put the taps in the sink. So, let's have a look. I've already got that on there for you. This will all bend straight. So, that's supposedly the pipe that comes over. You'll sit that in the back of the sink, in there. See, like that. So, that'll hang over. And then I've put these, again, using the back of earrings, to put on there. Oops. Do this after you've put your unit together. And then these are the screw top taps that go on there like that. And I will do some in the other one if I remember. There's the base of the sink. It goes together the same as before. So that will go on there like that. You've got the front and you've got the back and the other end. And there's your sink. And then, if you're putting that onto a unit or in a unit, you've got something like this that I thought, cut it to size for a little draining board. You know, a draining mat. So there you go. I'm trying to think of everything for you. Just to help. But like I said, this is a big kit. I'll get these and put these in the other kit as well. So I just bent that like that and give you a little bit of wire for underneath to do a bit of piping as well. Anyway, I thought they were a good idea. The other thing is this one, which is the French dresser. So, again, and I've marked it for you. The back, the sides, and they're all marked. So your deck, oh, that's the top. Let's have a look. That's the other side. So it goes like that. Like that. That's, oh, the top of that is there. Let's have a look. A shelf to go in there. That's the bottom shelf here. You'll have to fit it there so it's level with this. And then that's the top shelf that fits in there. That's the shelf that goes in there. And then that is obviously your left side, which will go in there. You know, that cuts a size. Oh, sorry. That's your left side, which is there. That's your right side, which is your door. I've got left and right on them. Yeah. And then you've got one door, one lot of shelving, drawers. 1, 2, and then you've got that one, 3. And that's a really nice dresser. I haven't copied anybody, they're all my designs. I just thought they're a nice dresser, that. I need to do a copy of that, actually. And then lastly is this piece. That's quite a big kit, as you can see. Is this unit, which is a plate rack above the sink. And I've prepared it ready for you because I know some people will find it difficult. But if you want yours, if you want to buy one of these kits and you don't want me to do this for you, that's fine. These just want sanding down. But that one's got, that's all right there. Actually, I'd put another bit of card on there, actually. Right, so this is the back. This will fit there, like that. That's the side. Now, they're marked out, right? But it don't matter. Just ignore. That's that one. That is that way. So there's your unit. There's your top on there. That's the bottom section on there. It will fit, it's just I haven't got it folded right. And then a top shelf like that, see? And there's your kitchen unit, your drainer. I thought you'd enjoy that. Let's put this away. And that is your vintage kitchen. They are glued in ready, those. So I hope that's helpful, and that's it for kits at the moment. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.